today. From Bills Stadium in Orchard Park, New York, this is Madden NFL 21.
There's a look at Bills Stadium here in Orchard Park, New York. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
On running plays, linemen, of course, have their assignments. That's expected. But it's not often you're expecting to see a cornerback blitzing in run support and tackling the runner for a loss.
He uncorks it for Snead, and he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. And it's third down.
Third down and the 11.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. He can run for it, and he will. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
And it's third down.
Jackson from the shotgun, out to his left. He may try and run for this. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know it's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson? You have to think and play at the same time. And I know that sounds like something you're supposed to do, but when you have to think about your assignments against him, it often slows down your feet. You don't move as fast. You've got to be prepared for this guy every step of the way and then try and match his athleticism.
And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Allen. And his throw here's incomplete.
I will see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
He completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Allen and Knox teaming up there for Buffalo first down. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. Calais Campbell on the stop.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
A yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and
to throw, it's Allen. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10 on the ground, it's Singletary. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 more there and another first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain. Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 12 yards there and a first down.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
On first down, they stick with Singletary. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Finding Knox there, complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
That's good.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation,
and he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Pernell McPhee, always a threat to find the QB, and he gets to him there. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. He picks up 7 yards there, but they're still faced with a difficult third and goal here.
7 yards. It's now third and
Allen now on third and goal. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. John Brown there to make the grab. And the Bills have taken the early lead. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
and you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym, preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now it's Jackson. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
42.
That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
First down, Baltimore.
From the gun, Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
2 yards. And it's third down.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. And here's Jackson on the option. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 1 yard is the loss. They back up even further to a 3rd and 15. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Man open left side is Brown. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Nice job understanding the situation. 3rd and long, kept the play in front of them and made the tackle. They gave up a good chunk of yardage, but it does force a 4th down.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
On 2nd and goal, Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Des Bryant there to make the grab. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Lining up for the extra point.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
The Bills take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
So here come the Bills out for their 2nd drive, and it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. He'll be dropped at the 30. The first broken tackle couldn't bust him free. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. Sheds off the tackle. And down to the 15. A big play there on the catch and run. 54 yards.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And the Bills are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Brought down just shy of the goal line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Josh Allen taking it in. And the Bills have taken the lead.
Partner, it wasn't that long ago that when I talk with these NFL coaches about different innovations in the college game, you can see their eyes roll and they just shut down right away. Don't bring me that Joe College stuff. Well, guess what? The college game has definitely infiltrated its way into the NFL.
Yeah, and so when these guys, when you're seeing the option defensively, you got to stick to your assignments. I know that's cliche. They didn't do it there.
And option football means exactly what you just talked about. Assignment football for defenders. And that drives them crazy because you have to think your way through a play as opposed to just reacting and making the play.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Jackson on 1st down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down at will.
1st down, Baltimore.
Jackson now. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. From the gun, Jackson. A throw over the middle, caught by Bryant. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Again, Jackson. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the 1st of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. They'll look to run with Edwards. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this 1st half. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Oh, this is blocked.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive, because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bills take over 1st and 10.
The Buffalo offense and Devin Singletary heading back out there. He's in his zone, 2nd quarter, already closing in on a 100-yard game.
And that's the magic number for a running back. Anytime you get to that triple digits, that's all you're looking for. But he's got a chance to really exceed that in this one.
Yeah, he does. That's been the gold standard for a long time, hasn't it, that 100-yard mark?
It really has, and that never has to shift because it's in a game. It's a 1,000-yard mark. I'm wondering, since we've gone from 12 to 14 to 16 games.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, picked off near the 44. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
At the 28.
So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And this one is right down the middle. And that will do it for this 1st half. So we have reached halftime. We now proceed to the start of the 2nd half. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. Here's the All-Pro returner from 2018, Andre Roberts. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Bills take over 1st and 10. At their own 31-yard line.
Josh Allen leads the offense out for their next possession. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the 1st half.
Well, normally we say, come on, get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble.
At the 49-yard line.
They will run with Singletary. Singletary, a first down and more. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary, 51 yards. And the Bills have retaken the lead.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
So they elect to pass there on the two-point try. Sometimes can prove risky there. It worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. Or sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Fighting through it, he's got space. The 40, past the 20, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, 74 yards. And the Ravens can take the lead now if they hit the extra point. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
22.
Tucker with the extra point, and that will put them on top here in the third. Andre Roberts now to return it. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Bills ready to take over. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go up and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
That one was intended for John Brown, and it's third and short. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a fourth down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on fourth and a yard. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. He's been tough for this defense to handle, over 100 yards. You kind of knew that they were going to him on that play, didn't you?
They certainly did. That's one of those situations where you simply say, my best runner over my best blockers. Let's go ahead and pick it up. And I don't care if they know it on the other side. Here we come, and they got it done.
The 44-yard line.
Dancing to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this with both of these guys running the ball well?
Yeah, they've mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility.
Brings up.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Allen's throw is complete. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball is expected to be caught.
And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so he didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
He'll try and run it. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
A gain of 12.
And Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. 2nd half with the lead. This is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive. Jackson throwing on target to Brown, and he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. The catch and run good for 18 and a 1st down. You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we've seen both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. And I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. His pass caught at the 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Brings up 2nd.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as the Ravens push further out in front. So the lanes continue to be there for Lamar Jackson to run that football. That his 2nd touchdown run of the game.
You know what I would like? I'd like for us to be able to go into a defense's room after playing Lamar Jackson and watch the tape and see how much of a lane was really there and how much he created just through his talents. In any event, Lamar Jackson finds the end zone, doesn't he?
He always seems to, but that's a good point. We sometimes put blame on the defense. Maybe we just need to praise Lamar Jackson a little bit more.
At their own 27-yard.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Allen now on 1st down. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Pernell McPhee picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Back now in Buffalo.
22.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
And he's taken down inside the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. What a throw right there for the first down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering there for that big strike and that big pickup?
A gain of 25.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. First and goal, a touchdown and a two-point conversion here are musts. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And his guy's now just a two-point conversion away from tying us up. And Charles, the second time today that he has hit pay dirt.
And once you score the first one, there's that natural tendency, and there's also that eagerness to get back there again. Oh, he smells it. This guy smelled the end zone, and twice he's gotten there.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2.
Brings up second and 2 at the 31-yard line.
Another run here with Dobbins. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on third and a yard. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to second and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 27 yards there, a first down. I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Caught by Snead over the middle. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and it's a second down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. The Ravens on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll roll him out right. He can run for it, and he will. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
He certainly had plenty of success running the ball, and right now I'm getting the sense that he's looking to take off and run every time he steps back to throw.
But they did a nice job there collapsing on him and holding him to a short gain.
Makes the score Ravens 33, Bills.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Bills getting set to go. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. On first down, they'll start out with Singletary. And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be second down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Second down and 6 now from the 42. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. To throw on second and 6. Allen. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 31-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do. And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Nice, well-coached, a team that understands what's going on. They still have time to work the middle of the field as they just did there.
And he is going to have a Bills first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeouts.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and
now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. To throw is Allen. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what it looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
Tyler Bass to kick.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about.
And that's caught inside the 30. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. 10. He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it.
Jackson's pass intercepted. The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And it took a big fourth quarter to do it, but they were able to get the job done, and that's the bottom line.
No doubt about it. And let's face it, they had to be more than nervous in the fourth quarter. But a lot of that was their own doing. I think you observed during the game, their energy level just didn't seem to be there. But in the fourth quarter, somehow they dug deep and found that extra bit, right, that reserve tank. They hauled it out. Offense scored some points, defense held them, and lo and behold, they walk away with a win. Maybe expend a little more energy than they expected to, but they'll take it.